Welcome back to Nerds at Night, play Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. How does that feel? Oh, very good. We're mean to our audience, and that's fine.
So
yeah, that is everyone in the gym. I'm gonna go heal up.
Go away.
I believe that's everyone. We might have missed the one on the left, though.
Go away.
That's okay. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, right, the grown-ass man. Okay, so
Go away.
he wants to date or get in the pants of that girl who went to the other dimension. I don't remember her name because I'm really bad at names.
It's never said that. All that it says is that.
Except for the porn parodies.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I would just like to point out
say,
he's perfectly happy being trapped in another dimension with her for
no,
eternity.
he's not.
No, he's actually
really not.
He asked
me
to get out. He
like,
asked you to get me out of here.
Okay, yeah, when you went in. I'm just saying, before that, before he knew what it was going to be like, didn't he want to go?
No. No, basically the only reason he was following around Lucamine and, you know, doing what she says is because Lucamine was the only one, like, it was mentioned that Lucamine is the only one that, or at least the first person to really respect him and his power. Everybody kind of like, nobody really ever takes him seriously.
Oh, gotcha.
So she's the first person to kind of take her, sort of, even though in reality
this is awkward.
Well, yeah. Is this gonna be like the equivalent of like beating up on like a?
Yes.
I'm going to sit on you.
But to complete my analogy that I always hold for all the different Pokemon games, Guzma is the internet troll who finally got noticed by somebody.
Notice me, senpai. If you don't notice me, I'm gonna cut myself.
No. He's gonna cut you.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's yandere.
No, but yeah, basically, Guzma is actually kind of a tragic backstory.
Oh, I believe it. Pokemon would do that.
He is actually a very tragic backstory if you kind of like read into it a little bit, because if you actually get to meet up, you actually get to find his house at one point where his parents live, and you basically learn that it's implied that his father beat him. Until one day, he had fucking enough of it, and basically beat up the shit out of his dad with a golf club, and then ran away from home. Because the original Japanese text implies that, you know, they were having, that they never rose to eye to eye, and that the dad basically says, until one day, you know, he beat me for once, kind of thing, before leaving. And he says it kind of like in a joking manner, but what that implies is the fact that he used to be beaten by his father, and runs off and basically rebels, and you know, that's how he becomes the Team Skull boss. But nobody really ends up taking him seriously because Team Skull is a bunch of delinquents. And then Lucamine comes in, sees his power, which is the real thing. He is strong, good at raising Pokemon and fighting Pokemon and kind of thing. And she's the first one to really kind of like take notice. So that's why he's like, you know what? Fine. I'll do what you tell me. I'll play along.
Yes.
Because it's like, you're the only one who's ever really fucking stopped to pay attention.
Pulling me with his ass.
Yep.
Anyway, so
God damn it.
best I can tell is Guzma could be anywhere from 23 to 33.
No, 33 seems way too old for him.
No. All the adults are either young adults or old people in Pokemon.
Right.
So there's no really middling ground like the 30s like that. It's either usually like late 20s or like late 60s.
For a very old throwback, considering they kind of disbanded probably when I was still in middle school.
Was Victory Bell her best Pokemon?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that it's a tie for her between Victory Bell and her Vileplume for highest level.
But
either that or she just starts off with her Ace. So.
But going all the way back to the original Naruto Bridge series, not the one that Lil Karibo does, but the one that he parodies, they had a line, and it was, "What constitutes as old to you people?" It's like, anything over 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, honestly, I would probably put him very much closer to like 3 or so. And this is kind of basing this on the fact that the way that trial captains work is you can't be a trial captain if you're over the age of 19. So if you're 20 or older, you aren't allowed to be a trial captain anymore, and then somebody the spot taken. Okay. Which is implied in one of the dialogues with Mallow in Moon, where she's like, "Oh, I'm almost 20 soon," so she's 19.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So she's like, so I'm gonna have, some other kind of employment or some kind of other job, and in Sun, conversely, you learn from I can't remember the fire guy's name offhand, but he basically you end up seeing him get fired job at the department store. Basically, because he's been, spending too much time as his trial captain job. So they're like, look, we just can't afford to keep you here if you're gonna have to keep missing work all the time.
Yeah.
So he loses his job because of it, and he's like, I'm gonna have to find something else soon because he can't be he can't be the trial forever kind of thing. And to be perfectly honest, Guzma does not look that much older than he looks. He definitely looks a few years older than him. But that's why I'm saying he's probably anywhere from like 5 at most. Also, yeah, no, grass types can be kind of annoying to fight. All those status conditions.
Fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was that question?
That question is, if you
could
could change one thing in any of the games, be it story or game mechanic, what would it be?
I would love to have the a chance to crit on moves that inflict not normal damage, like heal type moves and status effect moves.
So critical healing, critical status.
Yeah. So if you get a critical status, you only get. Before, I was talking about doing a double stage, so 2 would go to 4 and 1 would go to 2, but I think only adding 1 additional stage to whatever that was.
Right.
2 to 3, 1 to 2.
Right.
That would be really interesting. As well as, because healing type moves are never really used ever, because potions exist.
Well, they're used in competitive.
Well, yeah. But, so that's why I feel like critical heal type moves be very interesting to have for Pokemon. Also, I'd be very interested in seeing a crit stat, like you know how we have attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and all that stuff.
Right.
I would be very interested in seeing them adding a crit stat that with specific Pokemon is higher than normal. So where, instead of
they already sort of have that with abilities and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But I would be very interested in seeing very specific type Pokemon having super high attack levels, but 0 crit chance, and other Pokemon's having low to mediocre, but super high crit chance, without having the use of moves such like the ones that are, oh, this guarantees a crit. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going that way again?
Yep, we're going down Bike Road.
So, Zaffy, what would you change?
I think I need another second to think about it. Cypher, you go first.
Alright. Mine is simple. The ability to skip the tutorial section of every Pokemon game, because some fans are in anywhere from their 20s to their 50s at this point, and I get it, keeping it in there for kids who don't know how to play, but if you know how to play, we should not be forced to sit through the tutorial every time.
You know what would be another interesting thing? They should have an advanced tutorial system. So, for instance, catch this Pokemon with a Pokeball, run around in this, those sort of things. You should be able to go back to an NPC and be like, I want to know more. And then they're like, okay, well, did you know that burns half your physical attack? And that there's a physical and special split, and here's how they work, and here's what Eevees are, and Ivies are, and all of these different things.
Right.
Because
now, they sort of talk about those already.
It's talk just about them, but they never really...
Right, they don't break it down, ever.
Yeah, tutorialize them, I guess.
Right. Yeah, it's Also, yeah, I've definitely put Pega up front for this. Because you're going to have a lot of poison types
Yeah.
in this area, so I may as well get Panga up to 30.
Is it ground
Guys.
effective against poison?
Yes.
So that would be... Yeah.
Right.
I want
Now,
already.
now the stuff like coughing and the like, and wheezing, they have levitate, so it's not going to affect them anyway.
Snap.
But stuff like Grimer and Muck, you can body the shit out of those. Alright, so as for me, a game mechanic change that I would want to see.
I think Orin Edition. If you want to see
Yeah,
something...
Orin
like,
Edition.
Yeah, something like really... I would do like something... You could do something like that doesn't affect a lot of things, or you could do something that like completely ruffles the feathers of all of the game.
Right. Well, there's the very, lowballed answer of just add an extra save file.
Coughing has levitate, right?
Yep. So just slash it. But yeah, so I could just use the easy answer of add as like a second save file, so that once you complete the game in one playthrough, you can pick a second save file and then restart it again without having to buy an entirely different fucking cartridge.
What about
But that's
between save files?
I would say no to that. Like even just having the second save playing through from the beginning again, you don't have to completely restart
Or
and lose everything.
Do what I did and get one of the cartridges to USBs and back it up.
Shush, 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 shush. Shush.
Totally.
Cough, cough. Anyways,
I
was gonna say, but that's like the lowball easy answer.
Yeah, and it also has the easiest solution, but that would mean no longer being on a DS, because I don't think DS cartridges can hold that much data.
You'd be surprised.
Well, see,
man.
the thing about save files is they're usually very small, because all they have to do is identify, in like they could do an identify in text format about like the character information. So they're usually generally small.
Yep. No, save files are only typically about like a few kilobytes in size.
Yeah, because it's like this person has gone to here. And
Right, it's the game itself. It's the game itself that has, it's the game itself that has all the fucking content.
Yeah.
So having a second save file would not actually take up a lot of room on the fucking 3DS.
In that case, Nintendo, get on it.
Yeah.
The reason they're never going to do it,
money.
the reason they're never going to do it, it's money. They want people to buy the second copies of the cartridges if they want to restart, or they don't want people to restart at all. Just keep building up your team and shit and collect them all. And then when the new game comes around, or if you do want to restart, they gotta sell those Pokemon Bank subscriptions somehow.
Yeah, I know.
But they're stupid cheap. I did get one.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Bank is super.
$3 for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But the thing is, though, like, wow, talk about stammering. One of the biggest things I will give the Pokemon Company is they understand pricing. Like, when Pokemon Go first came out, they understood that we would rather sell a bunch of $1 sales than, like, 4 or 5 $20 sales. So they were really driving, like, the really cheap marketplace, and that was really good for them because they had a huge amount of people buying $1. Better they get... you guys know where I'm going with this anyway. But yeah, they're really good about that. So, like, that's why I think that Pokebay...
Although the thing is with that, that's not actually Game Freak doing Pokemon Go. No, that's entirely Niantic. That's literally entirely Niantic who deals with that.
I know it's Niantic. But they're licensed under the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
So they have to follow their rules. Because if they don't, they lose their license and they get the game stripped. They are the ones who develop and publish the game correct.
And fail at every
they're also the ones who they're the ones who do basically everything for the game. They're all that Nintendo and all that Game Freak did and with Nintendo to Niantic is say, hey, we want you to use our characters and our stuff for this game. That's it. Basically, Niantic has had control over just
pricing to Game Freak went out to them and said, we want you to do this game.
Right. So they technically have to, report back to Game Freak and everything. So Game Freak technically has to okay everything. But ultimately...
They absolutely did not set the prices though. There was no way the game developer that got, There's absolutely no way the game developer was able to set prices, and that's in any game. That was all the owner companies.
Right. You know what? That does make sense.
Because that would be like, how do I put this? When you license a game out like that, or you license a franchise or an IP out, they always get a cut of how, you know, the people who made the game get a cut, and the people who,
of course,
you know, license the game get a cut. But the thing is like, they always expect to have this much money, so they'll go down and be like, we want you to sell this for this. And there's a lot of developers that got fucked over for that. Like, I'm pretty sure...
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Also, this fucking Weezing is being a dick.
Weezing's pretty tough.
Alright, hang on.
Oh, you think he's bad? Whoa, just wait till Gym 5, motherfucker.
I'm switching because Smoke's he got fucked up, so...
But, alternatively to the, you know, second whole thing, this is less of, like, a change to, like, Pokemon games, just something else I would love to see with Pokemon in general, and that's just expansion on the Pokemon formula. Because I actually like I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon more than I like the base Pokemon games.
They
like,
could do so much with the Pokemon, you know, intellectual
property. Or, like... I would basically want something that's kind of a mixture of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Shin Megami Tensei.
You know what?
Where it's like, you are the Pokemon, sure, and you go around getting, you know, recruiting Pokemon into your clan or whatever. Right, but it's not just that you...
MMORPG Pokemon! I'd be totally down with that. And all of the classes are different Pokemon types.
But it's not that, it's not that you just beat them up and then, like, oh, there's a... If you want them to join you, you have to convince them to join you, like in Shin Megami Tensei. So it's like, I would love to fucking see that, and like, just have all this shit developed for, like, each wild Pokemon that you encounter, you can either fight it or try to recruit it. And sometimes the recruitment might be, okay, if you beat me in a fight, I'll think about joining you. Or sometimes it'll be, pay me, and then they'll just fucking run away with your money. Or they'll actually join you, or... they'll ask for an item, or they'll ask for a trade of some kind, or what have you. But ultimately, it would be basically just like a developed step above the Pokemon as, you know, the Pokemon-only world, like of no humans kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because Mystery Dungeon is super great. It's, you know, it's fun gameplay, it's dungeon crawling.
I've played
it's super, it's super fun dungeon crawling. The stories are always fucking top tier shit. Like, holy fuck,
I will admit,
they knock it out of the goddamn park with those stories.
I really only got to play the very.
I wish it was more developed. Also, that's gonna then that's gonna be my fucking petitions.
You want to do a mystery dungeon game?
Oh goddamn right! I want to do a mystery.
Okay.
What? You don't like
something
mystery
we
dungeon?
all agree on at least, because
I have never enjoyed a mystery dungeon game.
What? Why not?
Probably too
explain yourself.
Standard RPG. I can kind of understand. The grinding isn't really that much fun. Story's good. Like, I'll agree with you. I love the story.
No.
I love JRPGs. I'm used to grinding.
Arca. Let Cypher explain himself. Cypher, you have the floor. Explain yourself right now.
I feel like you've set me up on a collapsible floor, and there's like sharks just in the feeding pool below me.
No, go ahead. Explain yourself.
Honestly, as much as I like Pokemon, I did not enjoy the running around. I did not enjoy having to worry about how well fed they were. I did not like that our moves were basically still limited to 4, that we could not evolve until the post game. That most maps, like, okay, you need to go in like 20, 50 floors in order to get a fight, and it's random maps every time, and it's just...
Right, but that's just dungeon crawling. That's a dungeon crawler at its core.
But
like, it's like listening to me and Zappy fight it over. Fucking.
So it's like, so that's not okay. So that's less of a problem with Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and just more, you don't like dungeon crawling because those are all the elements of dungeon crawlers.
Well, I gotta say, I enjoy me personally. I'm not gonna try to step on Cypher here, but my personal taste in dungeon crawlers is they can be fun. Hang on a second. 39. Okay.
Yeah, we should be okay.
They can be fun if done correctly, but I had a lot of issues with the Pokemon dungeon crawling only because they seemed to be very monotonous. It was the same thing over and over and over again. And
That depends on what you're doing, though, in the game. Because, honestly, when I played through the game, any of them, really, any of the mystery dungeons, because I've played all of them, with the exception of the ones on the Wii, because I don't think those actually came out here.
Probably not. I haven't heard of them.
They were not fully developed ones. There was like 3 versions, a fire, water, and electric version kind of thing, and they used like the Pokemon the Pokemon Rumble, whatever, like chibi 3D models kind of thing, and it looked kind of really garbage. And even the story was apparently like very poor because it like had none. So it was like just the most bare bones mystery dungeon attempt possible kind of thing. But anyways, so it's like I never had a chance to stop the grind at any point. What I did was I always did essentially the minimum required side missions, and all I did for that was like, okay, how many side missions do I have that all go to, because so I can clear all of them at the same time. So I would just have, okay, so there's this one, so let's see, I've got 3 requests here for this one dungeon, so I'm just going to pick all 3 of these requests, go into the dungeon, clear all 3 of them, do it all at once, and then if that unlocks the next bit of story, because that's how you unlock the bit of story, is just complete a number of side quests until, a number of days pass, and that if it cleared it, great, I just move on. If it didn't clear it, then I just go back to the request board, pick do the same thing again, and then for sure that moves on. Yep. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright, so we have 1 attempt in each area. That's it.
Yep.
We are going on a safari. See the lions from my Ferrari. Hope we do not get the malari. It's safari time.
So we still need to get surf though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. It doesn't matter if we catch it or not. We don't leave right away. It's just we can't.
Okay.
We need to go get the items here. The items are free reign. It's only the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's only the Pokemon.
Alright, so we'll just do a Pokemon for now and do the items and shit.
Or off screen, maybe, just to spare the tedium.
So I don't actually remember the layout. Is it right, up, left, left?
No. It's going to be to the right, up, left, down. Okay. Because it's in a square. It's in a square. Alright, so this area 1. Survey says...
Female
and female. You know what? That's not even a bad catch if we get it.
Ball it.
We're balling it.
We're throwing a ball at a little girl.
Because this is poison ground, right?
Yeah. Yep. Poison now, ground it.
Hey, and this is our encounter for... We have our encounter for Safari Zone.
Now, what are we naming her?
Now, do we need Panga?
Yes. We still are going to... Okay.
Nidoqueen would make a suitable backup tank, though, because she has some pretty good defense stats.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We should keep her as backup.
Queen.
No, that's lame.
No, what do we name our queen? Not what, like...
I don't know, Latifa?
No.
Okay, hold on. Trying to think.
Do Ivy. Because we have Isley, but we didn't have anything. Because, like, technically.
Yeah, but that doesn't really fit. No, that doesn't really fit, though. There's no plants involved.
Oh.
Her, it's not. Yeah, there's no plants involved here. She's a rabbit.
Is she?
Yeah. Yep.
Right now.
The Nidos are technically rabbits.
Huh. Rabbit or hamster.
I see rabbit. I just saw like a reptilian rabbit.
When it evolves, the Nidoqueen kind of stops being a rabbit.
Yeah,
it's still rabbit based, but anyways, I'm trying to think. Okay, so what are some queens? What are some queens?
Elizabeth.
I do like Elizabeth.
Elizabeth kind of works.
We don't have one, right?
I don't think so. So do we want to call her Elizabeth or just Liz? For sure. Do we want her to be classy or
I like classy.
Casual?
I kind of like Elizabeth. We can call her Liz for short on her own term.
Okay, then yeah, her name's gonna be Elizabeth.
Yeah, so how do we... I'm really bad at spelling.
E. The first letter is Eli.
Yeah, E-L-I.
Z.
A
That fuck.
Beth. Eliza Beth.
Huh, okay. Room for one more thing.
Do
No.
not fuck it up.
Hang on,
Eliza
wait.
Beth female.
Ah,
Do not. No.
No.
We would only do that if we were doing. No. 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 No.
Daffy,
No.
we fucked you over once.
No.
What do you think?
Oh.
This could be your
wait.
Wild Cypher.
Wait. She could be a trap. She could be an Eliza Beth male.
No.
Eliza Beth male female.
I'm okay,
Okay,
with that.
Wait. I just said no. I want to clarify. I have no problem with people being a different gender than what they were born with, or whatever the phrase is. I'm just
No.
opposed to
Okay,
having a
wait a
symbol
minute.
Wow,
in the
that-
name.
Wow.
I'm
that,
just opposed to having a symbol in the name.
that backpedaling.
Right, though?
That-
Well,
I don't want
it's
to
not his fault
offend
the audience
people.
would jump. But there's so many people that would jump on him just because they're
Have you been on the internet, Zaffy?
right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no. But yeah, no.
Okay, she's a trap. I'm perfectly
I
fine
mean,
with this.
shit. Like in my fucking Pokemon Clover playthrough, I have the waifumon, and her name is Traps Aren't Gay.
Oh, wait, hang on. No. Elizabeth is... Okay, so the thing about this is Elizabeth's appearance is male-esque, but is secretly a female.
No, I was gonna go for
I know, but, like...
looks like a girl, but is actually a guy.
I know, but I think we should do looks like a guy and is actually a girl, because it was, it's...
Tomboy?
Yeah, it's a reverse trap.
Reverse traps.
I like that. Because
Yeah,
that
reverse
way
traps.
it can be, like... because the actual the sex identity of
Right,
this
right.
Pokemon is what...
I'm gonna drop a truth bomb right here. Tomboys are a fucking treasure.
I don't know, I'm fine with that, I agree.
I'll say cute tomboys are a fucking national treasure.
Okay, so this way. I was always really bad in the Safari Zone, because,
Right.
I always got lost. I told you guys about me finding a shiny Parasect in a freaking ROM, right?
I think so.
Sorry, Arca, but you can never beat my getting lost story because I had an easy out and I was too stupid to realize it. The
You have an escape
RuneScape
rope?
story. No.
RuneScape.
The
yeah.
RuneScape story. Basically, this was like several versions ago. This was, let's see, I think I was in 5th or 6th grade. So
Anything
let's
in this
see.
building?
Nope. The only thing with anything in it in the building is the very.
Okay.
Everything else you can just ignore.
That's
So this was back in like 2004, 2005-ish.
I remember RuneScape.
And so I got horribly lost during some quest into the woods. I managed to get past like the first area. I got to town, sent on a quest. I don't even remember what it was, but I got fucking lost in those woods. And then I spent the next couple days of playtime trying to figure out how to get the fuck back, and I never did. So I just eventually gave up, said fuck this, I'm out, because I was
Just quit the game.
Yep. And then I find out 3 years ago, so that's jumping ahead another decade. You know there was a teleport back to town button, right?
Well,
That's rough. This is the reason why we always mash all of the buttons and look at all of the menu items.
yep.
I was a stupid child. I could probably get my parents in here right now, like on the phone, just get them, and they will confirm it. I was a dumbass.
No, it's fine. We believe you.
I wasn't going to say anything, but thank you, Zappy.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
Make it.
Go talk to that guy.
That's not the one.
Oh, shit.
This is not the right house.
We went to the wrong place.
This is
We
an
fucked
incorrect
it up.
house.
Damn
We
it!
fucked it up. Get out of there.
Fuck! Thought it was there.
No. If you had surf, you would be able to get surf. Wait, what?
Shit. That's awkward. Oh, wait. Fuck!
Go up. Go up. No. No.
Yeah, there we go. Now you start heading up,
Okay.
and then over to the left.
So
To
back
the
up.
left. To the left.
Execute.
Always.
So,
More like
I was thinking of two things. One is something they already did, which was the
Steel Wing.
Which, yes, it's a very good move. Was the fighting game?
Pokken?
Yes.
Yeah, Pokken is
I-
super fun. I
I
fucking
think
love
that's
Pokemon
an
Tekken.
amazing idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
is that I want, and I just realized this, a Pokemon MMO. However, I want it to be action, like your stereotypical MMO, but in an action-based format. So like, it's not like, you know, people running around and fighting each other, like as Pokemon trainers with Pokemon. No, you are literally Pokemon, and all of the skill and moves you get are actual Pokemon moves. So like, if you're, say, like, you know, the standard caster class or something like that, you would be somebody who could have like fire type moves that'll, you know, like flamethrower and stuff like that, where it's all based on the class that you're running, and each class can have, like, you know, you could have like subclasses that change your typing,
Right.
like that. You know, depending on how they want to balance it, you can even be like, well, typing doesn't matter. You can, you know, the skills you learn are the skills you learn.
Right. Alternatively, also a Poke Monster Hunter.
Yes, that would be cool. Although we
So
would
you
be
go
killing a
around-
Pokemon.
You go around. You are a monster hunter, and the Pokemon and the things you fight are just giant monstrous
Feral.
Pokemon.
Feral. Oh, feral legendaries.
Well, yes, of course there would be legendaries to, but it
Okay.
wouldn't just be fighting legendaries.
I know, Whalmer.
I mean, yeah, you could, and basically you would basically make armor based on different Pokemon and shit like that.
That'd be cool. They could do so
And-
much.
Yep, and basically, and it wouldn't just be you as well. You would also that would be essentially AI controlled. That would
Yeah.
also help you fight, just to keep the idea of, you know, Pokemon and humans working together to fight other Pokemon.
I can see that.
Like, I've seen pictures of that where it's basically a trainer with a Lucario for a part
Yeah.
going around, and like the trainer has also all sorts of different like armor kind of thing, based on other Pokemon. And it's just, hold on, you know what? I kind of want to find the picture so that way you can bring it up on screen. Okay, Monster.
Oh, we are actually out of time.
Out
so
of time?
once Zaffy gets this image up, we'll see you next time, and I'm gonna go get Surf.
Yeah, well, we'll just get Surf now.
Extra
Oh yeah, no,
bonus.
It's right
we're gonna-
fucking there.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the thing. Green. Surf.
Mhm.
Gonna end the video. There we go.